It doesn't always feel good to tell someone, I told you so. Now, don't get me wrong, sometimes it feels awesome. However, just got off the phone with a family member for a potential client that I had done a consultation for probably a year ago, maybe a year and a half ago. At that time, mom came in with son. She had an existing set of advance directives that were quite frankly horrible. She had a 2-page power of attorney that was about 15 years old. And I strongly encouraged them at that time to redo the advance directives. I think at the time it was like $500 to redo all 3 advance directives: the power of attorney, healthcare, surrogate, living will. Disclaimer, price has gone up since then. But nonetheless, it was about $500 at the time. And, she says, well, I'm healthy. I don't want to spend the money. If something happens, thank you for the review and the advice, but if something happens, we'll call you. And unfortunately, I just got that call today from her son. And we've had a bit of a snafu medically and now legally, because mom has had a stroke. She has lost capacity. And because she's lost capacity, we're unable to draft new advance directives. The problem with her existing 2-page power of attorney is that it does not authorize the son to legally shelter her money from the Medicaid spend down. So she's got about $155,000 to her name, part of which was proceeds from selling her home. It's all sitting in Regions Bank here in Florida. And he says, hey, this has happened to mom. I need to engage your services for Medicaid asset protection. And I said, did mom ever get her advance directives redone? Did she get a new power of attorney, even if it's by another attorney? Like, no hard feelings. I'm fine. Let's jump into this. Let's help your mom. And he said, no, she still has the same one in place from when she came to see you. And so we need to get those done too. And I said, well, mom's stroke was pretty catastrophic and she is nonverbal and non-communicative at this point. So I can't let her sign new advance directives. And I could hear the gasp on the other end of the phone. I said, so unfortunately, you're probably going to have to spend down mom's $155,000 before Medicaid will kick in, because you don't have the authority to engage in the strategies that are necessary to shelter that money from the Medicaid spend down. So I hated having to tell him that. I feel really bad about it, and I certainly was not going to give him the I told you so. It's not the right time or place, and that's not how I treat people. But it is a scenario that you need to be careful. And if you have the opportunity to fix things, you want to fix them while the fixing's good, instead of delaying and taking the chance that something catastrophic happens, you lose capacity, you're stuck with crap documents, and you go broke. Have a good day.